Hello everyone, my name is Brian Reeve and I am co-host of Salt and Pepper, and you can find us on saltandpepperchefs.com. Today we're going to be making a delicious meal for a romantic meal, linguine with some mussels in a wine sauce. So it's going to be quick and easy for you guys. Make something nice and special for your lady and put a little smile on her face, okay? So what we've got here, I've got some water boiling already, and we just flavor the water with some bouillon. I got this from Whole Foods. It's better than bouillon. It's a little flavoring in there. It's just going to make it taste a little bit better. Then we've got the linguine, and you can just use a regular stock pot like this, or if you have a steamer, it's easier to pull it out a little bit and just put those in there, let it sink down. Now this has some salt already in there, so we don't need to salt the water right now, and we're just going to let that cook down for a little bit. We want to get that al dente, so it's got some bite left to it because it's going to keep cooking after we pull that off. Now over here we've got some melted butter. Okay, we've got this going up on medium. Okay, and we're going to put in some onions. Turn that down while we were waiting. We're going to get some onions going in there. Okay, we've got some melted butter, and I used salted. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. It all depends. Sometimes people like to just control what kind of salt they have and how much they have in there. So it's all up to you. Now, all these great ingredients we got from Whole Foods, who's a great sponsor of ours. So these are vine-ripe tomatoes. They're fantastic. My wife just tried one and said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're so good." Well, yeah, because they're organic and they're vine-ripe and they taste delicious. So, anyway, along with the onions and the garlic, we're gonna throw in some garlic in here. With the onions, you want to get it so that they start going translucent. You want to get them a little clear, okay? And that'll take just a couple minutes. Now I'm going to chop up a little bit of parsley, okay? And this is basil here, so I'm going to do some basil and parsley. Put a little bit of the parsley in there, a little bit of the basil, okay? Now the mussels, we got these here, all right? These are mussels, and some of them have what they call beards on them, okay? There's nothing dangerous about those, they just don't taste good, so you just pull those off, okay? You can go through them, you want to rinse them off, go through them, and you know, if you find any on there, throw away the ones that are open. That means they're dead, so just throw those to the side, okay? Not a big deal. All right. Now see how the onions are starting to get clear here? That's exactly what we're looking for. We don't want them to get too soft because they're going to keep cooking. All right. Now, just use some regular wine. I always use wine that I drink. So there's a little bit for me, a little bit for the dish. Okay. I think Julia Childs did the same thing. She always had a glass of wine on the side. Makes it a little bit easier, especially after a long day. You start to relax and unwind a little bit. It's all good. Okay, just a couple more minutes on that pasta, then we're going to turn that off. All right, now we're going to bring this up to a boil. All right, let me crank that up a little bit. Shouldn't take too long. And then we're going to throw our mussels in. We're going to let them steam. And while they're steaming, then I'm going to top it off with a little bit more parsley, a little more basil, and some tomatoes. Kind of throw some color in there, and it'll be real nice. Okay, so now we're just waiting for this to come up to boil. All right, so I've plated up the pasta, and all of these mussels are now opened, and that's come together, and everything is open. We got all that juice in there, so we're just gonna pour this right on top. That's a little warm, so be careful, and you don't want to dump your whole plate over. But that is just delicious goodness right there, okay? Everything's gonna come out, and we're gonna put in some more parsley and basil mix, okay? And then, very top, we're gonna take and just shave in some Parmesan, okay? And you can use whatever you want. Some people use the shredded. If you don't want the big chunks like this, I kind of like the big chunks every now and then, so that's what I'm doing. We will serve this up for the two of us.
Looks good.
Well, thank you very much. We have that. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.